3, 2, 1, 0.
I'ma press play every time.
The funny don't stop the show. The funny don't stop. Hey, the funny don't stop the show. The funny don't stop. The funny don't stop the show. The funny don't stop. The funny don't stop the show. The funny don't stop. Hey.
My name is Halo Thomas, and you're listening to the Funny Don't Stop Show.
Yeah. And that's exactly what it is. The funny don't stop. I know the funny ain't stopped as long as I know y'all. I mean, has it stopped with any of you guys?
Hey, man, hey, bro, you got too much longevity in the game. Hey, if it would have stopped, your money would have stopped a long time ago, bro.
Yeah,
that part.
No doubt.
Hey, as long as you getting, as long as you getting some kind of check with comedy on it, it ain't stop, fam.
Hey,
stop, won't stop.
Exactly. Well, this is just dive in, man, because we got a funny show. We got a great guest today. I'm your host, Alex Thomas.
It's your boy, Savvy Amusing.
This is Seb Brass.
It's your boy, Raul. Yes, sir.
Raul. And you're right. I'm talking about, and you're watching
The Funny Don't Stop Show.
That's what I'm talking about.
No doubt.
I'm gonna just bring my guest in right away today because this dude is absolutely hilarious. I've known him for a while now. He actually has his own podcast and late night show, and he's just all around funny ass dude. Big round of applause, Brent Taylor in the building on the Funny Don't Stop Show.
Brent Taylor.
Brent Taylor.
What up, y'all? What up?
Hey, man, you kind of sound a little distant, dude. I don't know if you have a microphone or do you need to turn your mic up? What is it, Raul?
Monitor, turn them up, yo.
Hold on, turn me up.
No, I was being funny.
A little distant.
What about now? You want me to
yeah, you got closer, and we hear you much better. We hear you much better.
Yeah, I could just whisper in your ear the whole time. Okay,
that's what I'm talking.
That's how we gonna do it. It's all right.
What you been up to, Brent?
I've been good, man. Shout out to All Dev Digital, man. Just running around doing a lot of stuff for ADD, man. Got my own Brent Taylor comedy platform on YouTube right now. We're doing late night live, man. What's up, man? I'm trying to be like you, big bro. I'm just trying to run and be something like you, man.
Come on, man. Congratulations. I mean, there's a saying for that. It's stay ready so you ain't got to get ready. You understand me?
In a real way.
You know what I mean? And work gets you work, bro. So all you got to do is stay busy and good things will happen. You know what I mean?
Thank you.
Awesome.
I just want to ask a quick question, though. Is Brent Taylor your real name, or is that just like your stage or comic name?
That's hilarious.
Cause you don't look like no Brent Taylor. If I was like, yo, Brent Taylor is coming on, y'all. He looked like Omari, something like that. DeMarcus, I was like Brent Taylor. And I seen his face. I was like, hold on.
Brent Taylor sounds like Brent Taylor sounds like you used to be a part of the book club. Like were you ever in the book club?
Oh my God! I'm like, hold up.
All the wild ass names. I thought I got high and was like, man, Brent Taylor. That's gonna get the bitches.
Yeah, it's like it was like Brentavious or something. His name is like Brentavious. It's like, you know what? I'm gonna cut it short and just call it Brent. Just call it Brent. His mama named him Brentavious.
My real name is
Brakeem. My real name is Brakeem.
That is hilarious. So I always appreciate, what's so crazy, man? I think black folks just immediately think, since we're comedians, you got to have a stage name. So people be like, Alex Thomas. So what's your stage name? I'm like, nigga, Alex Thomas. Like I don't have a stage name. They think, Cedric the Entertainer, Sinbad, Carrot Top. Like, you know what I mean? Those I went with the name my mama gave me.
You just branded your own name. Brent Taylor branded his own name.
Like Savvy Amusing. I mean, your mama didn't name you Savvy.
My mama didn't name me that.
Yeah, but you got a stage name.
I got a stage name. It just didn't sound like Lorenzo Pittman didn't sound like the proper stage name for me. Coming to the stage now from South Central California. Y'all give it up for Lorenzo Pittman now. Give it up for him.
Now, I'm not gonna lie. Lorenzo Pittman sounds like the dude that you were second in line to Tyson Beckford for getting all the model work in the 90s, nigga. Like Lorenzo Beckman.
Yeah, it do sound like a sexy artist. Boris Kojo.
Yeah, it sounded like I was
Lorenzo
Pittman.
You know, it didn't kill it. I was doing Carl Kanai. I was doing Fugu.
Yeah.
I didn't cross over to the mainstream yet.
Right.
When Platinum Fugu
Hey Brent, man, your hair sure has grown since the last time I saw you, man.
Yeah, man. What up, Savvy? Last time I seen Savvy, we was at TMZ together, man. We was at
TMZ. He had a ball fade, man. We was clowning on TMZ, man, and then next thing you know, COVID hit, and I don't know what happened.
He went back. He went back to Brentavious.
Said Brass, how you been, man? What's been up with you, Said?
Man, I'm good. You see, I'm coming in hot today, man. You know, I'm full off the energy. Oh man, thank you, Raul. Thank you.
You just coming in from work? You just coming in from work?
Yeah, no doubt. Plantation.
Off the plantation?
No doubt. But it's good.
Hey, but that plantation's giving you a check, though, bro.
Yeah, life is good. Good.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? What about you, Raul? How you been, man? How's your week been?
Like that?
Okay, pretty much. Just all your Mexican pride is coming out today.
Yeah, damn right, man. Damn right.
Only thing you missed was the roosters running around in your apartment building.
Hey man, I got a rooster outside, though, man. My neighbor got one. My neighbor got a rooster and a donkey outside, bro. 7 o'clock in the morning, every fucking morning, bro. That's my wake up call right there. That's how I know the sun's coming.
And a donkey, damn.
That's how you know you on the east side.
East side of Van Nuys, man.
I know you said the east side of Van Nuys. That is hilarious. Hey, you guys, I'm throwing this out, man. I just got some news today that they say that on June 15th is the official 100% grand opening of California. Mandatory, no more mandatory mask. That's like 3 weeks away from now. Did you hear about that, Brent?
That's on.
June when?
June 15th.
I did hear about that, and I know that white people have gotten started a lot sooner than the mandates. I just left Vegas. And they have gotten sooner. These niggas is like, man, it feel weird walking in masks when hell of white people. It's all white people. They will look at you.
Right.
Yeah.
I hope you're vaccinated.
Right.
My bad. I ain't used to this. My bad.
Said, what's your feeling on that, Said? I mean, June 15th is the date, man. We finally gonna be up out this prison called COVID.
Yeah, I know it's exciting in one instance, but you know it's a little disheartening on the other because I think people are going to go back to where we're not conscious of our personal space, we're not conscious of hygiene. So I'm a little concerned that people are going to just kind of go back to their old ways because if it's anything that was good that came out of COVID, it was the consciousness of health, consciousness of cleanliness, you know, consciousness of just personal space. And so I'm a little concerned and worried, but you know, now that we can get out and we don't per se have to wear a mask, I mean, I guess it's cool. But if you've been to Atlanta or Houston, you know, they already 100% back.
Oh, yeah.
They've been that way.
We're actually the last state. I believe we are the last state that, you know what I mean? I'm not so-called that mad at it because I feel like, you know, it just gave us a little extra time to get more statistics and analytics on this shit. You know, when them cities and them states down there were opening up while they were still in the lab trying to figure out what this shit is. You know what I mean? Niggas in Atlanta was like lab rats.
Yeah.
You know? So what do you think? What do you think, Sam?
Yeah, niggas like Lil Jon in the lab, like, yeah! It's COVID over. What? Okay.
Yeah. What's your feeling on it, Savvy? I mean, are you excited? I mean, are you gonna change your program up? I mean,
look, I knew we was getting close to opening back up, but I could just start seeing the shelves slowly replenish in the grocery store. Like in the beginning, at first, when the toilet paper was still out, you was like, yeah, we're gonna be in this shit for a little bit,
Right.
And then when you were able to get Charmin again, you like, okay, it may be turning around. Then you couldn't get no Lysol. And then you start seeing the Lysol again, and all of a sudden, Dr. Fauci gets on like, you know what? We may be able to open up again real shortly. So I knew it was on the way, man. But at the end of the day, I'm like you. I'm excited, man. I want them to start, especially in California, opening these comedy clubs back up, man. The kid is in the house. We've been trying to create Disneyland at home. I got to walk around like Mickey Mouse and all this stuff. So I'm happy it's opening back up, bro. But I echo what Sid is saying. I just hope people don't just go back to being nasty and stanking just because it's
I know.
Continue to keep the hygiene thing up before they create something else and we back locked up again.
I personally feel, I had this talk with my wife last night. I personally feel like, look, man, even though shit is gonna be wide open again and niggas gonna be out and about with no mask, I feel like I'm still gonna have that mask in my hip pocket.
Just in case.
Just in case when I get into places and it's just a little too close for comfort in just a room in general, and it's just 55 niggas in a room that the capacity is only 20, nigga, I'm putting my mask on. Because niggas, you know what I mean? Like niggas, and there's really you really can't social distance in certain areas. Yeah. I'm gonna have that mask on deck. I mean, I feel like that's gonna be like my belt and my socks. What you think, Brent?
I was about to say this. Have you done shows? Like I just did a show in Vegas. I did 2 shows and they were sold out. And it was kind of
good.
I walked in with my mask. And then I had to take it off to tell jokes to everybody. And all these niggas is just looking at me. And it was like, this was like the first show I did where it was just maskless. You know what I'm saying? Mask off. Fucking mask off.
Right.
Cool. Like I didn't think about it until I left. Like once I left and then I'm putting masks back on to do things. I'm like, yo, this is weird what we put our mask on for and then take it off for at this point. Like I've went to restaurants and then sat down. I think all of us at this point, because we can go to like restaurants is opening now.
Right.
You go in with your mask and then all the food is, as soon as you order the food, you taking your mask off and you just sitting there. So it's like the people sitting down can take their mask off.
Right.
You gotta keep your mask on.
Yeah. That don't make sense, man.
Yeah, it is kind of crazy. This little invisible force field that say the virus can't go between, right? It's like, if you sit outside, the virus doesn't kind of permeate. But if you're sitting inside,
right?
You know what I mean? Somehow the virus. I get the logic of it. Obviously, we talk about ventilation, but it's kind of on a very ridiculous. If you got companies or restaurants that's building these big ass tents, that's essentially the same thing as being inside.
It is.
Exactly.
They just got a tent outside, covered up with a gate, all that. You up under the tent. I'm like, how is this any different from sitting inside?
And that's
open the windows.
Up under a tent.
And that's what makes me think it was just all a huge educated guess. You get what I'm saying? Like no one really had the answer. They didn't. Like we were going off of Fauci and we were going off with different, scientists were saying, but I still think people are figuring this shit out as they go along. And that's why I feel like even though the so-called, hey, we don't have to wear a mask anymore and now we can go anywhere, I just feel like it's almost like if they said, oh yeah, man, ain't gonna be no more car accidents, so you don't have to wear seatbelts anymore. Nigga, every time I get in my car, I'm wearing my seatbelt. I don't care
I got a question though. Are we gonna get maskish though? Like, are we gonna get kind of like depending on where you are, you gonna get kind of like if
that's what I mean though.
If I'm around a gang of females, it's a gang of bitches, I might just be cool with it. Everybody,
but here's the problem, Brent. Here's the problem, Brent.
I'm gonna be like you, Alex. I'm gonna be like, no, shit. I'm gonna put on 2 masks.
Thank you.
Like, too many of y'all.
But excuse my language, Brent Taylor, but a big booty bitches get coronavirus also, right? You know that, right?
Yeah. I thought it go around. I thought it go down the booty though, and that whole vaccine in the ass.
I mean, I don't care how bad the bitch is. She can still be infested also. That'd be like saying, man, she ain't got AIDS. She's a dime. No, she could be a dime with AIDS. She's gorgeous. Yeah, she's gorgeously infected, nigga, is what she is. So the moral of the story is still be protected. You get what I'm saying? Have fun.
Right.
but be smart, because the younger generation, and I'm talking from a married point of view now, so I'm not gonna have that problem. But to the younger cats that want to get back to the bitches and get back to the pimping and get back to 4-5 of them every week, man, you still gotta think twice, like, because you don't know where the chick's been during this pandemic.
Right. It's kind of like this though. Remember when HIV was that thing? Like it was that little in the 90s.
Right. Right.
This is before your marriage when you was in
when I was in my wild and crazy days. Yep.
Tell me there wasn't times where it was like, man, that was a bad bitch. You'd be like, nigga, did you use protection? You'd be like, okay, I might have forgotten.
Okay, well, Brent,
that bitch that was fresh out the jungle and you was drunk that night.
Yeah,
you gonna make sure, you know what I'm saying? Hold on, bitch.
Nigga, were you there that night? Because I'm gonna keep it all the way 1,000 with you. Because yes, I was that dude in the height of the craziness before I got married. I was always a terrified dude. What's the word I'm looking for when you're scared of stuff?
Paranoid.
Paranoid when it came to sex, right? It didn't stop me from having sex because it was a lot of them. I had a heavy rotation. I had a very strong stable. And everybody knows me and vouch for that, right? But I was that dude that I don't care, and I really mean this, Brent. I really mean this, Savvy. Said you were around me them days. Raul, you weren't around me them days. I was that dude, and even though I had one in every city, 2, 3, 4 of them, I was still the double condom nigga. I was still
double
nigga. I kind of went on with my outfit, okay, because I wasn't gonna stop having sex because of AIDS. I was just gonna be extra careful. You get what I'm saying?
Put a sock on it. He's gonna put a sock on it.
Yeah, I was that dude that had a condom in every bag, every box, every pair of shoes, everything, because it was, you never knew it was gonna go down. But I just couldn't take the chance, man. And yes, those times were very scary. It didn't stop me. I just had to be extra,
So that takes me into the next realm, Alex. It's almost like this is where people are going to be going with the vaccination. It's like, oh, let me see your papers. Did you get protected? Oh, I ain't messing with you if you don't have no vaccination.
It's already
it's gonna get kind of.
Are you talking about single people out there? Like Brent, are you single?
I live a very complicated.
Yeah, don't answer that. Don't answer that.
Yeah. Don't answer that, Vinny.
Yeah, don't answer that, Brent. That's cool.
Because I was setting you up for a joke. I think I could still do the joke. So without you even answering, I could still do the joke. The joke was going to be, if you said yes, I was like, do you guys exchange paperwork with the bitches now? Like, if you meet a bitch at Denny's, you be like, look, before I sit in the booth with you, I need to see your paperwork, your vaccination. I need you to pee in this cup, and I need to see a gas bill, bitch. Like, what do you do?
There's an app for that now.
There's an app for that. What is it called?
You can app your way into the pussy now. I'm saying.
Explain. Because that's funny as shit. You better have a joke for that nigga, because that's funny as hell. How can you app your way into the Gucci? Explain.
Right, because at pandemic times right now, you just hit her up. Y'all right at that point. It's already time to fuck. Y'all, you know what I'm saying? But at the time when you would bring out a condom, you would bring out your phone, and then you would literally just be like, matter of fact, I'm just gonna bing you right now. My results, and then the results will come in with an emoji and a positive, you know what I'm saying, or a negative and a demon. It depends, you know what I'm saying. So you can tell right there whether he or she is lying.
No. But what's gonna happen is people aren't gonna tell the truth, because if you tell the truth and you do got it, now you ain't gonna get that ass that night, or vice versa.
You know what's gonna happen though? I'm gonna tell y'all what's gonna happen. Instagram is going to start verifying. They're going to start giving you like basically vaccination checks. So you know how you get the blue badge, and they're going to start giving you vaccination badges on your social media. And if you don't got your vaccination badge,
right. Nigga, if you don't have the green V,
if you ain't got that green V,
you ain't got the green V or the blue check, nigga, your ass is infected.
You won't be getting the pink V, nigga.
Yeah. Right.
Now there you go.
Hey,
no, you gonna have that, and you gonna have that. I thought he was gonna talk about the app they got, because they got the Cash App. They don't have the Cash App. They got the Vag app. And so if you want the VAG, you got to get the VAG app.
I thought you were gonna say they don't have the Cash App, but they got the ass app.
Yeah, that would have been too much.
So are you really gonna give me the coochie? Okay, what's your ass app? I'm gonna send you this money.
Yeah.
City sign Molly Johnson.
Yeah.
So what they're saying now here's something. This is kind of funny to me, guys, and I want to get everybody's opinion on this, right? So they're saying that some states are offering lottery money to vaccinated people.
Yeah.
And it's just kind of fishy to me what's going on with that. Like they pushing hella hard to get this vaccination. I mean, when you get to the point where you're saying free money, there's going to be people that are going to run out and go get that now. So what is your feeling? Is there some political something behind this to exterminate niggas? Because when you start throwing out money now everybody's going to run out and get it if you hadn't have thought about doing it already. What's your feeling, Brent?
Man, dog, this is because I seen another one of them when they was talking about Xboxes. They was saying Xboxes and new PS5s. You can get a PS5.
Oh, so they were just purposely trying to kill niggas, black people between 16 and 21?
Yeah.
Right, certain things, niggas like we give you a pair of Jordans.
Yeah.
That's what they missing.
An ounce of weed.
Yeah, they get the Jordans in.
Backwoods. It was a lot of specific things.
They were offering backwoods and 2 bullets, nigga. You got 2 bullets with it. And they're like, niggas, I gotta go get this goddamn vaccination, nigga. They giving backwoods and bullets, nigga.
J. Cole shirts.
Right. 6 lemon pepper wings, nigga. They were doing all kind of shit to get people.
Yeah.
I don't know, but then I heard shit about the airlines, man. Like that's what kind of got me. I heard they jamming up tickets possibly.
Yeah, that's gonna suck.
So now I may not be able to go to certain shows if I'm not vaccinated or if I don't have the proof or if I don't have my VAG app updated.
VAG app.
Well, here's my thing, you guys. I just happen to be somebody that I'm not. Me and my wife, we've talked about it. We're not doing the vaccination. We're just not. We're gonna, be as safe as possible. And if we got to get, I want to be able to bring my kids to a Laker game or a Dodger game, because what we're hearing is they're going to start doing that too. Like you can't go to a game, a Laker game or Dodger, if you're not vaccinated, or come with your results from getting. I'd rather know ahead of time. We're going to the Dodger game next Thursday. We're going to go get our what do you call it? Our coronavirus test. I'm just not. I'm not doing the vaccination. Savvy, what's your feeling on that?
Same way, bro. And I'd rather if they're giving us the option of getting vaccinated, because as you guys already know, during television, man, they had you on the movie set.
You got
and they're vaccinating you almost every day. It's annoying.
Not vaccinating, you mean testing.
I'm sorry, not vaccinating. Yeah. Testing.
I'm about to say, nigga, they just can't stick a needle in your ass and you don't know it, nigga. Damn. What's that over there? Nigga,
hey, bro. I knew you was gonna capitalize off that mistake right there, friend. Like they just sticking this. They be getting a vaccination every day.
Like in a minute, this is gonna be needles. This is gonna be needles in your seats. You gonna sit down there. Okay, you've been vaccinated, sir.
Nigga, the next show I'm gonna turn into the fly. Nigga, my ear gonna start falling off. Like, what happened to you, nigga? Man, that vaccination coming out.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, man, I'd rather just take the little rapid COVID test or what you get results back the next day.
Exactly.
So if I'm going to a Laker game Friday, I take the test Thursday, get my results emailed, and show the person at the door.
Yeah.
Get in.
Yeah. The vax is coming though. They just doing the test right now to keep it kind of like PC.
The what is coming, said? The what?
Oh, well, you have to have a vaccination in order to be on the set. They're gonna have it's coming. You're gonna have to have had a vaccination if you want to work. If you're gonna be on set or be on the studio lot, it's definitely coming down the pipeline. So it's a little bit. I'm a little worried in that aspect for all of my friends that's working talent, because I feel
they might do that to you guys too. Said you don't think so?
Man, I would be like Sojourner Truth out here, be trying to figure out how to like run the Underground Railroad and make money.
I'm the same way.
Make
Even
money
with entertainment, man.
Without being vaccinated.
What are you gonna say, Brent?
I was gonna say, what would be your damn, this is my deal breaker, because I'm not gonna lie, like getting on planes and working was mine. Like, damn, okay, that'll force me. I haven't got it shot yet, but it's like, man, if that's what we get into, like he said, where we can't work on set no more, All right, damn.
Yeah, you're gonna have to. But yeah, you're gonna have.
I just don't feel they're gonna do that. Say it. I wanna. There's a part of me that says you're so right, but there's just so much power in entertainment and sports that there's gonna be some type of loopholes. You cannot. These athletes who are making $300,000, $400,000, $500,000. I mean, what am I talking about? Millions of dollars. You can't force to say they're going to be shot up with something that could possibly mess with their performance.
We're gonna see what happens in civilization. We know it's gonna be a loophole for the rich. But that don't stop them from saying everybody else got to do the shit, right?
Right.
We know, we gonna do the nod, wink, wink, and you gonna see LeBron taking it, but he ain't gonna really take it. You know what I mean? Yeah. We know that the uber rich gonna always have a loophole around the system, but they're gonna perpetuate it like everybody else has to do it, so everybody else can get in line. So will the studio execs and the CEOs and the major peoples in the front office, will they have to take it? No. But will it be a standard? Unfortunately, that's how our society is ran. We do see that there's a norm for people in the middle class and under, appreciate it. And then you see there's a whole nother set of rules for people who have money to be able to skirt the system. So I'm just trying to figure out, how am I going to be able to get bootleg paperwork? Who's running the bootleg paperwork?
Exactly.
There you go.
Even the bootleg drug. We'll take the bootleg vaccination if it's the hood form.
Yeah.
Very
exactly.
true. Trust me, there's a nigga downtown that can get you anything you need.
All they got to do is hire that one girl, Keisha, that works at the vaccination office that processes all the statements. And it's always that one black chick that you let in the system, and then she running apps out, or she making badges. She making badges out the back door. Like, yo, give me $150. I'll have you paperwork tomorrow.
You are not lying. Say it ain't lying. Look, they got them at the DMV, man. They could get you a legitimate driver's license. You ain't never driven a day in your life for $500.
Absolutely. Hey, wherever there's money and rules, there will always be a hustle to get around it. Just at the beginning of time. So you know what I mean? It's just
have an auntie that work at Kaiser Permanente.
Yeah.
Willing to give you a real vaccination card for an extra $500.
Right.
It'll be just like PPP. If we figured out how to hustle the PPP, we gonna figure out how to hustle them cars, because it's gonna be somebody black we know that's got a legitimate clinic or center somewhere in Crenshaw, and they're gonna be like, hey, we the people who setting up the badges for the black folks, and then they're gonna be running out, $500 markups on the ones that's coming out the back door.
It's gonna happen.
You can get it from like your hood dispensary too, just like you get in your hood. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to go to the. You don't have to go to the man's dispensary. The hood has their own dispensary, and they're gonna have their own cure too. I think their own little.
Hey, I'm gonna move along real quick, and we're gonna involve you in some of this stuff we were gonna talk about on the show. Is that cool, Brent?
Sure.
Hey, so I'm throwing this out at everybody. So South Carolina, the state of South Carolina, just passed a bill to allow the death penalty by firing squad. If the lethal injection doesn't work or it's not available. What are you guys' thoughts? I'm gonna start with you, Brent. This is fucking crazy.
That is the most redneck hillbilly shit.
If the lethal injection does not work,
who survives lethal injections?
I know. Well, we're gonna start off. Usually before we hit all the jokes, Brent, to give you a time to think of your jokes. Sad Brass is our resident legal. He knows everything, and we have people that listen to us all over the world. And there's people out there that may not know what firing squad is, because it's just not something you hear all the time. Yeah. So say it for me. Don't assume people know. We got people watching us all over the world right now. Explain what a firing squad is before we get into the details.
Yeah, it's pretty known for a lot of people, but for the people who don't know, yes, they literally line you up against a wall. Everyone on the other side are facing you. You're facing each other. And then the armed soldiers or police officers or whoever, security guard, whoever you want to call these people, they point their guns at you and then they just shoot you like old school.
They just unload. See, I always thought, this is what I thought firing. I knew that was a firing squad, but I heard, and you guys tell me, and I'm not even trying to be funny. Say for instance, the dude did a murder. I heard it's the family of the people,
of the victim,
they get to load up and just blast on you, huh?
That's called stoning. That's called stoning.
No, nigga, I'm talking about guns.
Well, now they
firing squad.
Yeah, now they use guns in certain countries because stones was like old school, but in them same countries, the families can do that.
Throw rocks.
Yeah,
but like in Texas, they always had firing squad on the books. A lot of people didn't know it because they really what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be the military comes out and shoots you. They have bayonets and shit. Like.
Oh, see, I thought it was the family of the victim and them to get closure. So they killed Rock.
Like Crips and Bloods. You're ignorant.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought. I thought you'd be like, all right, T-Bone, Mike, Jay, kill this nigga because he killed your brother. Nice, cuz. That's what I thought it was.
Hey, that's fucking hilarious.
Am I the only one that thought that?
Nah.
They couldn't do that. I knew it was a fire squad.
It's a fire squad, like the Nazis or whatever. Sometimes they blindfold you.
Oh, it's people they hire to come kill the guy.
Yeah, it's normally so in the German war, they would take all of the Nazis would take people and line them up and shoot them.
Yeah.
And you got your clips, nigga. That shit. You want revenge, right?
You said you want revenge, right?
Revenge, right? You want to kill that nigga that killed your brother, right? But there you go, right there. Let that nigga empty the clip, cuz. Empty the clip on that nigga.
For
I swear to God.
Kill a nigga for Junebug, nigga.
Right. I swear to God, I thought that's what it was.
Did you see that though, Alex? Like the cops on the first 48?
Yes.
Do you want us to go get out and get the firing squad?
Yeah.
Pookie, Bobby, Earl, they're all ready to shoot you up.
Right.
You better talk to us right now. You better make a deal right now while you can.
Hey, you get 6 niggas that are already in jail for murder. Be like, take the goddamn handcuffs off them, give them the guns. They're good at this. Go in there and kill that nigga right there.
Yeah.
Each one of these niggas got 6 bodies. Go in there and finish up. There's one more against the wall, nigga. Just one more body for you guys.
Oh shit!
No, that would be a good one. That would be a good deterrent, just like Savvy was saying.
Hey, I guess the moral to the story is, nigga, don't go to prison in South Carolina.
Don't go to prison.
They
got the lowest crime rate since Alaska, nigga, in South Carolina.
Man. Y'all know, like in Saudi Arabia, they still doing beheadings over there.
Oh, so
think just how bad if we got to that over here.
South Carolina must be doing really bad. They don't even have good lethal injection.
Who survived the lethal injection, bro?
They getting that bootleg.
Nigga, they injecting the victims with applesauce. Nigga,
shoot him.
Right.
She just fucking shoot him.
Lethal.
What do you mean it didn't work? It didn't work? Okay, well, get the 6 niggers in here. Come on in here. Finish this nigga off. The injection didn't work.
Go on in there. Go get John Coffee. Come on in here with that rifle and take that nigga out. This injection didn't work.
What if you survived the shooting?
Hold on, hold on 1 second. We gave him 77 cc's. He still didn't die. Okay, we're just gonna go with the bullets. Okay.
What if you survived the firing squad though, Alex?
Nigga,
that can possibly happen. You know what I mean?
Unless you're Iron Man or Superman, nigga.
Some people have been shot like 4 or 5 times. You know what I mean?
So you're telling me this
the shooter could have been shooting sideways, man. He could have been shooting sideways.
Military instead of your cousins.
Some people gonna miss. You know.
Yeah.
So you're saying this nigga survived the lethal injection and he was in all the bullets that they shot him. So I mean, what do we do now?
At that point, you gotta let him go, bro.
Let him go, man.
No, there's one more. There's one more alternative.
Bring the dogs.
Bring in the bomb squad. We're just gonna light a bomb under this nigga. Like the lethal injection didn't work. The AK-47s didn't work. Now we just gotta drop a bomb on this nigga and blow him in the smithereens. Nigga. Yeah, we're just gonna blow the bomb. We're just gonna pick up the pieces. Yeah. Now, that'd be fucked up. You just blow a nigga, a grown man up, just blowing up to pieces.
He said we'll pick up the pieces.
So, got to talk about this. I don't know if you knew this, Brent, but Alabama, of all the, have you ever been to Alabama, Brent?
No, sir.
Okay.
Driving through, very fast. Driving through.
Very fast.
Driving
Me too, man.
Okay. Raul, have you ever been to Alabama?
Like Brent, man. I drove right through it, man.
Okay,
I did not want to stop.
You don't even stop. You get your gas in Louisiana.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, here's a topic.
In Alabama.
Exactly. Well, here's a topic that Brent and Raul I thought would really, really love because, Brent, I know that you're a cannabis connoisseur.
I am. I was a connoisseur today, but go ahead.
Yes, and Raul is our resident bud smoker.
Yeah, weedologist.
He's a weedologist. Alabama has just now legalized weed. They're the 37th state to actually legalize weed. So, with that being said, I have a bunch of weed questions for both you guys.
Fire up.
Does states, I guess, whoever wants to answer this out of you guys, you can tell me because I'm not a weed smoker, so I don't know. Does the states get tax money from dispensaries in the weed that's being sold?
Yes, they make more money from that than they do from real estate in a lot of the cities. So
really?
So that's why Colorado was a great example because Colorado was middle America. It wasn't something that's known for urban drug, hood crime, crazy shit. Like you got a model for middle America, and it showed how marijuana alone boosted their economy and made them a major player in America. Like literally, like it doubled their shit. Like 10, 15, 20 times. Like it made it ridiculous.
I did not know that.
So that's why even now in California, there's a certain city called Palm Desert area, right?
Yeah, it's Antelope Valley.
But and even right next to Palm Springs, that little area, I forget what it's
like
called.
the Coachella area.
Yeah. Because they were like, that was always the little sister to Palm Springs because it's not as glamorous. So it's a little area, whatever, but it's not really as known. Now all of that area is huge right now because they're growing a lot of marijuana stuff out there. They said they make way more money off of that than anything else. It's literally surpassed real estate tax money. So, dude,
did you know that, Raul?
Hell yeah,
weed,
man.
Dog.
Yeah.
Past real estate, dude.
Yes. That's, like I said, it's the fastest growing thing out there right now, man. Like I said, there was a point where marijuana was worth more than gold.
When was that? Last Thursday?
When they had it back in, what was it, in the 90s? I think it was a gram of marijuana was worth more than gold, a gram of gold.
Damn.
That was back in the days though, but not now. It's like I said, it's so infested with so much, so many growers and different kinds now.
So let me ask you both a question. Here's a question I have. It's just crazy when you say weed and you say tax, right? So you can tell I'm old school, $20 a 20 sack, a dime was a dime. So when you go buy a $20 pack of weed, does it come out to like $21.32? Yes. Does that shit come out to $22.78? Like, how does that work?
That's some change.
It does. It comes out just like that. Really, or they have direct tax, or some of them that can round it up or include it in if they want to just like. You know what I'm saying? If you want to keep everybody nostalgic or whatever, you keep it at 25. Maybe your little tax is included in that. But for the most part, yes, you do get a lot of 21.32s, 52.99.
So the tax goes to the state of what state is allowing you to be able to sell legally.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you got state
so here's my question.
Tax, local tax.
But here's the crazy question I have. So if you're paying tax and it's legal, why are they not allowing the owners of these dispensaries to put their monies in banks? Because you always hear about all the robberies that are going down. That
was a federal issue because even though state to state, as you can see slowly, like even Alabama is the 37th one or something like that.
Right. Yeah.
Federally, it's still not universally. Biden is working on that right now. But it's still
Did you talk? Have you talked to him? I
put a word in.
Hilarious.
That shit rolled off your tongue so smooth. You're like, yeah, and it's federally, and Joe's working on it right now.
Working on that right now.
Is he really? How do you know that though, Brent? How do you know that?
It was actually in the news where they showed him. Actually, that was one of his things that he was putting out there. That's why even Alabama, as you see, is coming down to it. They're making a lot of money. They're gonna get this money, Alex. So he's breaking it down to all the other states. We're gonna get this money. It's just a matter of time. So I'm trying to make it universal, federally, and then once it's federally off the books for being a crime, then the banks, your federal banks, can take your money without no problems universally.
So when Joe Biden was coming up with that, was he smoking a blunt himself while he was going over the new law?
He definitely hit it before he came out. Until you see his eyes blowing him up.
Yeah. If he was Obama's vice president, he hit it. Trust me.
Yeah, exactly.
So let me ask you guys both this. I know how other things are because I travel a lot. I'm on, damn near every city in America, and it's just I notice certain things that are just regular things are cheaper in other places. So, for example, I remember like if me and my homies, we just got finished doing a show in Little Rock, Arkansas. After the show was great. We go to a little bar. I'm buying drinks for everybody. Let's say I buy everybody 5 drinks, right? And we're in Little Rock, Arkansas, and the bill comes, and the lady's like, I'll take the bill, nigga. The bill come out to like $32. So I'm like, nigga, where are we? On Mars? Right. Do you understand 5 drinks in Hollywood is damn near $200?
Facts. Yeah. That's probably what you was expecting to spend about $200.
I was, and that's why it tripped me out. I'm like, 5 of us, we had 2
crazy
vodka cranberries, nigga, it came out to $10. Like, nigga, what year is this? Right? So with that being said, is weed the same way? So like a city like Alabama, is the weed cheaper in Alabama or is it more in LA or New York? How's that?
I would imagine the type of weed that you're talking about. Like, okay.
You're saying it matters what type of weed?
Yeah, hell yeah. Like, because weed is still a crop, a plant, a vegetation. So just like you can get an apple or an orange anywhere, but if you want an orange from Washington, or an apple from Washington or an orange from Florida, you know what I'm saying? It might cost a little more if you're not in Florida or if you're not in California. So weed is the same way. If you want some LA quality type weed, and it doesn't have to be from LA. I just left Vegas. Vegas might have better weed than us, low key, man. Like they got.
Really? What do you say about that, Raul?
I mean, Vegas does have some
in both states.
Yeah, I mean, Vegas got some good stuff, but I think a lot of it has to do with like the quality of the seed and the knowledge of the growers, because that makes a huge difference on the quality of what you're getting put out. You know what I'm saying? So the seed, like I said, there's some garbage ass seed out there in the Midwest, but they get a lot of stuff from Canada, from California, get distributed out there. So you get an ounce out here for like of some good ass shit for like $2,200. You go to Texas, it's like $36.
Oh wow, this is real drug talk here on the Funny Don't Stop show.
But it's so funny though, Alex. When you
I'm gonna start blurring my face though, man. I'm gonna blur my face. Hey, Brent, I'm gonna blur your face out too, bro.
Now you guys got me thinking. I almost thought what you were gonna say, Brent. I thought you were gonna use like Ralph's and Whole Foods as an example. Like, hey, you can get an apple at Whole Foods for $10, and you can get an apple from Ralph's for $1.50. Like they're both apples, but one's organic and one's not. Is it almost that same thing, that same ideology in the weed world?
In the sense, like how he was saying, like it depends on how the weed is grown too, because it's not necessarily where it's from; it's how it's grown. So if you smoking some backyard boogie and you in the, what I'm saying, out in the stick somewhere, man, you might be able to find that readily, and it's not a big deal. It may not cost you so much economically. But if you out in the sticks and you want some fine weed, well, you'd have to find someone that grows it finely. You know what I'm saying? So like the weed we used to out here in LA, we're used to indoor grown weed that's grown hydroponically. You know what I'm saying, with the special waters and minerals and vials. It's a whole chemistry type thing, So
wait, I gotta stop you. So now you brought something else up. Like
I know what you're going to say. I know you know what you're going to say, Alex.
Don't you forget what you're going to say, because when you're using all those big words,
hydroponics.
Well, you have indoor and you have outdoor.
Alex froze up.
Damn.
He froze up looking like he was
You got
hella
this,
serious
so
about what was just
surprised,
said.
just
Huh?
surprised.
Like you got indoor, you got outdoor.
Hold up. You get what?
Yeah, he done fell off, man.
Let me see real quick. Let me check.
Hold on, let me try to see.
No, this one of the questions I had though. Be like, if they're able to tax this, like you were saying, why is it that a lot of dispensaries they just take cash only? Why they don't take like debit or credit? Most of them require cash only.
I think that's another federal thing, like what we were talking about with Alex, like with the banks and stuff, because a lot of it gets audited, by the federal government. Basically, long story short, man, a lot of stuff can get fuzzy when you're talking about getting audited federally. So if you don't have all your ducks in a row with big corporations, that's why it's usually like your bigger stores. You know what I'm saying? Like your bigger stores where you can tell they got big backing. Okay, this is a big $1 million type of setup.
You talk about like cookies.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you can use your
debit cookies. Card. You could probably use your debit card in there if you want.
Yeah, shit. Yeah. You can use your EDD, your EBT.
now the weed man at the corner, the nigga on the corner, is he taking Cash App and debit cards now too?
Nowadays he is, if he's smart. Yes, he is. I've had a weed man tell me that. Yeah, I've had a weed man where I was like, "Yo, let me go to the ATM real quick, bro." He was like, "No, I got you. You got Cash App?" I was like, "Nigga, hell yeah." I left him a little note, nigga. Good looking out for the bomb.
Right.
That's crazy.
Hey, man, there's a saying I have: get with the times and get left behind. I mean, if you're gonna be in the game and you taking money from people, you better have every outlet you can, because it just seems to me, again, I'm a dude talking from the outside in. I feel like dispensaries knocked out the local weed man on the corner because he can't compete, because the dude just pulling up on you selling weed, he don't have 32 varieties in hydrochloric and alkaline water raised weed. Am I right? Somebody answer me.
No. Yeah, it's like prohibition, bro. There was times where you had all them bootleggers. That's how they got on. They had the whiskey, they had the tequila, but then the bars open up, drinks open up. Well, now I don't need my bootlegger no more. It's been, what I'm saying? Yeah. Very rarely hear somebody needs some moonshine.
I can go to the liquor store and get my liquor now.
Moonshine no more, right?
Yeah, they still are some out there, man. I mean, I got a homeboy that's still out there grinding, but at the same time,
tough for him? Is it tough for him, Raul?
I cut a lot of his budget out, man. But the thing is, he makes most of his money. He was telling me he makes most of his money at night, late night. Because, like I said, everything is shut down at like after 8 o'clock.
Oh yeah, okay, that's a way you can get some money.
Yeah,
and depending on where you are, because like certain cities like Long Beach and certain little cities around LA,
little pockets.
Yeah, they actually don't have dispensaries. So actually, there is a weed man in certain little areas.
So if you live in Downey and there's no dispensary, the weed man can come up in Downey.
Right.
Yeah, and deliver.
Just fine in Downey right now, and he's getting his weed from the dispensary. So you happy when you see him? You know what I'm saying? Usually.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this.
And then they using third party actual platforms too. So it's like, you get Uber, so you can Uber the weed man too. He can come, you can Uber him to your house.
Absolutely crazy to me.
He got the app. You say, hey, is it a weed man near me? Okay, cool. It's an app. It's
okay, but here's my question to you, Sid. You brought up a great point. Okay, if you can Uber weed, nigga, doesn't that fall under transportation? Like, nigga, can't he pull you over now and be like, yo, he's got 2 keys? No, sir. I'm an Uber weed man. I'm bringing this to a client. I'm not a drug dealer. I'm just a transporter. How do you decide?
Weed is legal. Weed is legal now, so you can transport an ounce or two. You can transport several ounces, which you can get on planes now in California with weed in your pocket.
Really? I think you can get an ounce of weed on the plane.
Well, hold up. So you're telling me when you go to LAX and they ask you pull out your laptop, you take off your shoes, you put your phone, your wallet, nigga, you can put an ounce of weed in that little tray too, and they let you get on the plane?
Sir, I went to LAX recently. I flew out to Atlanta, and when I got on the plane, I had an ounce of weed with me. I put it in my pocket. I was like, I'm gonna test this shit. I'm not hiding shit. I don't even want to go through it. Fuck it. I'm about to see. It's weed. You
right.
I'm gonna go to jail for weed. Fuck it. I gotta test this. But I gotta know today. I had an ounce. I put it in my pocket. I went through the little thing where they spin you around.
Yeah.
When I went through, I kid you not, they were like, sir, we need to talk to you real quick. I'm like, oh shit, I know it. They pulled me to the side. They had my bags out. I had more weed in my bags. And then they were like, we ain't touch. I'm like, fuck, I'm about to go down like Chapo. I'm thinking about the pictures that I'm about to take and how I'm gonna mean mug them and I'm gonna look hard in the pictures. I ain't gonna look like a bitch. I've seen this before. Dude, I kid you not, Alex. I'm waiting on my charge, and they were like, "Yo, man, you got lotion in your bag. We told you no liquids. Can you throw this out?" I had a bottle like Jergens, and that was it. I had to just toss that. And
that's
like,
crazy.
My weed and everything else was right there for everybody to see, nigga.
And they didn't even say anything.
They weren't worried about the joint. They was worried about the Jergens.
They was worried instead of the weed. They were worried about you being ashy.
Being ashy.
Maximum strength with aloe.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Oh, nah.
That's what we are now in society, man.
That's what we.
But you were leaving at first, Alex. When I thought you was gonna go there with it. It's so interesting. Seeing these weed enthusiasts, they become overnight like chemists, and botanists. It's scientists. Yeah, man. The hydroponics of the fluids. When it pollinates the actual, you get the organic, type bud, and then, the flowers. When it gets a little fluffy, you're like, oh yeah, and then can I get a plate of those ribs and oxtails with like extra swan on the side? Get me a large let me stop at 7-Eleven. Give me a supersized soda real quick and some Twinkies. Exactly. Yeah, man. But you can't mess with that non-organic, non-hybrid, weed. You got to get the organic. Okay, cool. You got my wings ready? Okay, cool.
Right.
Like, dudes want to have like organic weed, but eat like pork and soda and like all the other crap that's going into their body. It doesn't even really add up. It doesn't. Yeah. Wait, so they eating pork rinds and actually smoking weed.
I know, right? Like they're what's the words? Your something's off. When you get doing one thing, it's like you don't wear your seatbelt, but you're a vegan. Like, nigga, you gotta die some kind of way.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, both of you guys been smoking weed over 10 years, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so my question, I'm gonna start with you, Raul. Is the weed stronger today than it was 10 years ago? Or is it still the same shit with all this goddamn science?
Yeah. I think because of the nutrients. The nutrients are basically helping the bud give it a little more flavor, more powerful. I mean, like I said, it all depends on how much you balance it. There's too many people that put too much, try to overfeed their stuff, and you can taste the damn shit sometimes. So, but yeah, man, I would say they're definitely a lot stronger on the potent side. But like I said, there's shit out there that I don't even think there's weed is weed. I don't see.
Oh, because there's so much shit in it.
Yeah, man, where you can actually see this shit like crackle. And I was
that couldn't be authentic.
Weed ain't supposed to crackle like that,
Weed ain't supposed to look like a firecracker or a cherry bomb and shit.
Yeah, that's why you don't want to get that. You don't want to get that low bottom shit, man.
Right.
You want to get top. You want to get.
You see them little sparklers? The little sparklers on the 4th of July. Your shit's not supposed to look like that when you light them up.
Hell no, man. You'll hear that.
So what do you say, Brent? What do you say? Is the weed stronger now?
The weed
is it hit you different than it did 10 years ago?
Yeah, man, the weed definitely is different than it was. And I started in the 90s, man. I ain't gonna lie. I started back when the Chronic was out. I was young, man. And the weed is definitely stronger because it has grown. Simply, you got more sun on it, bro. So now they put more light.
But the sun is different in 90. It was different in 97 than it is in 2021.
Yeah, they had the actual lamps. So they was hiding it. So when you had to hide and sneak it, had to create laboratories inside rooms, and they had to set up fake sun environments.
This really has turned into a science class in this bitch.
No, it is, bro. No, it's literally science, man.
Wait, one at a time. What'd you say, Raul?
No, I'm saying it literally is a science, man, when you're actually growing, because it has to do with a lot of measurements. Like I said, it's the room that you're in,
temperatures,
the humidity, everything. It all involves the air circulation.
Yeah, but when you were younger, let's just be honest. When both you guys, let's just say, when you were 17 to 21, you didn't know all that shit. You just bought who got some weed and the nigga sold it to you and you rolled it up in a joint. Like you weren't buying joints back then and like was this farm raised? Is this was this raised in sun or shade? I need to know.
I knew different weeds already when I started, because like you had bad weed. You still had like stress weed when I was smoking weed. So you had people that was getting weed real cheap
That brickweed.
Seeds in it. They had to pull a box out and put
oregano.
The seeds. You had to split the seeds.
Hair, everything out of it, and then put the weed over here. And then you see that, and then you have real weed like chronic that didn't have no seeds in it and stuff, and it had a certain little, like you said, the texture was different.
Right.
But when you learn more, just now, basically, they've got it more to a science where they could give it the exact amount. Just like athletes are more stronger and bigger and faster nowadays than they were.
Very true. You have a good point. You have a good point.
Exact same thing.
Science, and they got it down, so they know what LeBron
trainers and everything. Yeah.
So,
and you know, the good point off what you said, Brent. A good point off what you said. It used to be you had to be at a certain level in your life, an A-lister, to know those kind of things. Where now the average person has knowledge. Well, obviously because we all have smartphones now, and now there's no excuse to be stupid in 2021. Like, I don't give a fuck if you're a thug nigga, you're a street nigga. You can really find out the same information a dude that works at NASA. All you got to do is Google or Bing the shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Which leads me to my next question. And before we get out of here, is there weed for certain occasions? Like, meaning, and let me just get the question out. Do you smoke the same weed on your wedding day of when you go to a goddamn football game? Is there different weed for different occasions?
Different moods, yeah. That's a good question, Alex.
I'll say this, for as simple as I could put it for my life. I play basketball a lot. That's my golf, Alex. I still play basketball a lot. That's my little thing, whatever. But I smoke, and I noticed sometimes
before the game.
Sometimes when I smoke, I actually have really, really good games. Sometimes I even play better.
Wow.
Sometimes I would smoke certain things and I would play terrible. I had to learn, because you're smoking a different type of
different strand.
Yeah, different strand. So like if I was basically if you smoke a sativa, a really good one, nice little Blue Dream or something like that, man, you be on such a creative buzz, man. Like you be out there like Dr. J, man, doing new moves and stuff. and
then after all the weed, you figure you're the only one on the court. You're like, nigga, there's nobody out there.
Ain't nobody
playing with all this.
He's playing himself.
No looks, and you're like, there's nobody in this bitch.
You're gonna be just like J.R. You gonna be like J.R. Smith. You gonna be
right. Do you smoke during timeouts, nigga, or before the game or after?
I mean, dude, back in the day, they used to smoke cigarettes and stuff back in the day. And
I know.
I think it depends on. I didn't smoke like that, but I would definitely like maybe smoke in the car or something on the way there, or smoke maybe within an hour before I played or something. And like I said, if I had a nice little sativa or something like that, I would be fine. But if I smoked an indica, dog, that would make you sleepy. Your game would be off or something like that. So you don't want to do that.
But Brent, I'm thinking basketball because I'm not an athlete. You need all of the energy. You're breathing. You're running up and down. You get tired. Weed wouldn't make you like 2 minutes into the game be like, all right, guys, I'm good. I'm out. Nigga, you didn't do nothing.
Because you didn't hoop enough. If you don't hoop enough, then smoking will be a problem. What happens is smoking actually relaxes your lungs and relaxes your body. So that's why you see athletes do it, you know what I'm saying, for physical therapy and stuff. But I watched Allen Iverson, and I knew he smoked. You can't
but I was around AI for years. Yeah, he was like a chimney.
Every second of the game. And I watched people like him, Gary Payton. I'm not trying to put him on blast, but I just knew as a dude, man, I know y'all smoke. And so when as an athlete, I realized if I just keep playing basketball, smoking won't like blow.
Did you play high school? Did you make it to that level?
Yeah, I played varsity all that. I was a hooper before I did all that. That's how I was on these streets. That's what kept me off the block, Alex.
Hey, so let me ask you this. During this pandemic, was there like a new smoking protocol? I'm gonna start with you, Raul. Meaning, I always heard of the puff pass, right? We all know what the protocol is. But during COVID, Raul, were you sharing blunts with anybody if you went to a party or hung out, or was it like bring your own weed no matter where you go?
I would roll it and just break it in half and just give the half to whoever else is out there. Yeah, there was no way I was sharing anything.
Isn't that sacrilegious? Isn't that sacrilegious with a weed?
Hey,
like you're
man,
not supposed to break
the-
weed in half.
I've never heard of that before.
I've been
That's called breaking bread,
people.
man. That's breaking bread, man. We're breaking bread together. That ain't, you know.
No, but here's my fear. Here's my fear, you guys. Wait, what'd you say, Brent?
He break you off a roach. Here you go.
Right. Because here's my fear. Here was my fear. And I'm not even a weed smoker, but my fear is, dude, when Corona hit and when that COVID shit hit, the first thing that went to my mind, because I know so many weed smokers, I was like, what are these niggas gonna do? Because somebody had to put they spit all over this bitch to roll the blunt. So now you just laced a Corona blunt. You just put just put a COVID blunt together, and now you just all right. Now everybody get it, because I'm sick, nigga. Everybody in the room gonna be sick. How did were you scared?
Remember when? Yeah, I don't know about anybody else, but I know when I roll it, I basically fire, dry it up with the lighter.
Oh, so that's what you're thinking. So now you a doctor.
So it's
that's
it's burning. It's burning anything. It's burning anything that's on there. You know what I'm saying? It's like when you boil dirty water, you can get some clean water out of it.
That fire,
so Raul,
fire
you just
purifies it.
Yeah. Tell him, Sid.
COVID. Burning up the COVID.
Oh boy,
man,
black people become a chemist. Everything, yo, it's so fun. Yeah, man. So you put the fire on it so that and the histamines
degrees.
Yeah, and the histamines get burnt up. You know what I mean?
Exactly. And the type of lighter that I use, it's 475. So 475 cooks COVID. You understand me?
Yeah, that's the boiling point. That's the boiling point of COVID, right? It goes into a hypostatic phase.
What'd you say, Brent?
We supposed to be smoking like Kobe in the first place. No pass. No pass. You know what I'm saying? Even before the Corona, you supposed to be smoking like Kobe. Nah, we don't pass.
So how was it?
Because I've been spoiled. I've been smoking with rappers even before this pandemic, and they do not pass blunts. Because it's like, it's like a prestige.
Other than Snoop. Because nigga Snoop gives it to everybody.
I ain't gonna say I ain't smoke with Snoop.
Snoop. Let me tell you, Snoop smokes your hand and hands you a blunt. I'm not even a weed smoker, but I feel horrible being around him and not hitting the blunt. This nigga, before he says hello, nigga.
Everybody want to hit the blunt with Snoop. I think that's probably different because it's Snoop. Like I would, even I don't pass. I mean, it's Snoop. You want to have a session with? He probably different, but I know, I know with most rappers, they'll give you weed. And you can just roll before they give.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Like he keeps it. Like if you're with Wiz Khalifa, he smokes his own shit. But you're welcome to all this weed, but you're just not hitting what I'm hitting.
I got bougie with that. Even I don't have as much weed, I'm gonna give you like a kernel or two that you can roll.
A kernel or two.
Right. You want to smoke my shit, right?
Nigga gave you a pinochle.
I'm gonna give you a roach. I'm gonna give you a
little popcorn nugget.
No, giving Cash a sample.
A little popcorn nugget.
Right, you look at it. You gotta look at it. You good? You straight? That's enough.
Nigga, you're gonna give a nigga a booger's worth of weed. Here, buddy. I'm gonna let you live. There you go, right there.
Split this grand.
There you go. Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna end it on this because this is something I always wanted to know, right? So I wanted to end it with a bang. This is a weed sex question. Okay. So I always wanted to know, is weed better before, during, or after sex? I'll start with you, Raul.
A, B, and C.
Great question today, Alex. Great question.
That was A, B, and C, Alex. I'll smoke one before. I'll take a break, smoke one in the middle, and then smoke one once I'm done.
Good answer.
Wait, Raul. Have you ever hit the blunt while you're hitting it? Like, and like blow the smoke on her back, blow the smoke on her back.
Hell yeah, man. I felt like I was in a rap video for a minute.
You ever drop the ass on her a little bit?
That's prejudice. That's prejudice, Raul. That's a prejudice statement right there.
Wait. Did you guys hear what Brent Taylor just said? That tells you the type of extra strong bitches he deals with. He's dropping ashes on their backs, burning their backs. They're not even stopping. Like, you like that shit, don't you, nigga? And you are burning. You're singeing their ass hairs.
Putting blunts out on their backs and shit.
That's how you know you've been with the ace.
Right.
Yeah, that's a good point. I do not want to know what type of chicks are having sex that are allowing a man to smoke weed as they're having sex with them.
Not only that,
I want to see what these women look like.
First of all, they gotta smoke weed too. What you said? One that loves you. That is
one that loves you.
Hey, Lil Wayne said he's put a blunt out on the booty.
Yeah, I can see Lil.
I can believe that. I can
see
that,
Lil
man.
Wayne.
He said he did it.
Well, then again, Lil Wayne, the booty that he put the blunt out, he probably purchased the booty for the bitch.
You're right.
And with a certain type of silicone they put in these booties now,
She probably didn't feel a damn thing. Yeah,
she probably don't even feel it, nigga.
Yeah,
He probably didn't even know he was doing it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Put it this way: the shit they put in these girls' asses now is the same shit they put in Goodyear tires, nigga. So.
Exactly.
God damn.
I did that shit. I put my
18-wheeler booty, bitch.
Right. That Goodyear, bitch. That Michelin, bitch.
Oh, run flat booty, bitch.
Oh no.
Oh my goodness, man.
So shout out to Lil Wayne for putting blunts out on run flat booties. So, Brent, do you smoke while you're having sex, or do you wait till after, or is it more before?
It's more of a before and like, you know what I'm saying, like you loading up for it. Like everybody got their ritual, brother. You know what I'm saying? Some dudes go to the liquor store and get that pill with the rhinoceros on it. I'll smoke a blunt. I'm gonna smoke a blunt. That's my rhino. You know what I'm saying?
Nigga, that is funny.
And I'm gonna look her in the face too while I do it. Even if you don't smoke, I'm gonna just be forward. That whole.
I'm just gonna blow the smoke in her face.
Just so she can assess the situation and she knows what she's dealing with.
Look her up and down. Just start shaking your head and just.
Crazy.
Yep.
Yeah. That's what I do. This is me. This is me.
She's like, are you gonna hit it or what? 2 more hits of this and I'm gonna hit that.
Crazy.
2 more hits.
And then you gotta do that after too. You gotta do that after too to let her know you a real man and that she didn't phase you. Because if you just sit there and sleep and you a bitch, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, so that's the thing. Oh, so that's the thing. You can't fall asleep after sex in a blunt.
You a punk. You know what I'm saying? She gonna tell her friends, I threw that shit on him. I put it on. Alex, look at him. He's
nah, it was the blunt. Nah, it was the blunt.
You gotta smoke the blunt afterwards and establish dominance. And do that.
Hilarious.
Hey, man, you learned something new.
I told you.
Nigga, well, there's your new T-shirt. You need to have your face smoking a blunt, and it says "Established Dominance."
I knew it was going to go there.
Established
That's
dominance.
a T-shirt, nigga. You think I'm bullshit? Throw that in your ad, Brent Taylor. Established dominance, nigga.
I'm gonna use that. Good looking, y'all.
Hey, man. Well, Brent, I hope you had a good time with us here on the Funny Don't Stop Show. You see what we do, bro.
Man, pleasure, man. I love to come anytime, man. Anytime I love to come back, man. I love y'all, man.
Hey, before you go, tell us about your show, the name of your show, and we got the little promo, the little flyer for it. Talk about your show, because I got to come get on your show soon.
Oh man, definitely, man. I got Late Night Live with Brent Taylor, man. I do it every Tuesday at my studio in LA, man. It is streamed on YouTube. We show it live. We show it regular, man. We got videos of it. All your favorite people, all your favorite comedians, people from ADD, rappers, and it's basically like a ghetto ass Arsenio Hall show that I do. It's more like that, man. It's like a ghetto ass late night show. I do a little comedy, little monologue at the beginning. And then I got all my interviews, and then I have like one of my artists come and do a little something at the end and stuff. Savvy, Raul, said, all y'all, man, is welcome as well. Not just Alex.
Oh, so you have like a little audience. You have like a little audience.
I have a little studio audience that come in too.
Oh, that's cool. So you hear the laughter.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Dope. Yeah, that's dope, man. That's dope.
Yeah. Thank you, man. Thanks.
I'm tapping in.
Yeah, definitely, man. We got to work out that date, man, and I'll come on there in a few weeks, and we'll make it happen, man. But hey, again, appreciate you being on the show, brother. And you know what? You've been with us here the whole time, so we might as well just do our little outro right now and everywhere. Savvy, let them know where they can find you at.
Same bat time, same bat channel every goddamn day. Instagram, Savvy Amusing. Facebook, Savvy Amusing.
That's what's up, Said Brass.
You can check me out at SEDBRASS.
That's what up, Raul.
You can find me at the Big Goose, DABIGGUZ.
That's what's up, Brent Taylor.
And you can find me in St. Louis rolling on the comedian Brent Taylor, yo, Instagram. Brent Taylor Comedy on YouTube, man.
That's what's up, man. Hey, man, this was a blast, man. And you can check me out at Funny Man Alex Thomas on Instagram, but every single Tuesday right here on
The Funny Don't Stop Show. The Funny Don't Stop. Hey, the Funny Don't Stop Show. The Funny Don't Stop. The Funny Don't Stop Show. The Funny Don't Stop. The Funny Don't Stop Show. The Funny Don't Stop. Hey, the Funny Don't Stop Show. The Funny Don't Stop. Hey, the Funny Don't Stop Show. The Funny Don't Stop.